Okay, so today's session, I always have a dedication, and I've been doing early morning classes too. Like prior to this, I did 2 classes, and Doug was there. He's doing the daily double. So he did one, and he knows the dedication is to wellness. Today's dedication is to wellness, wellness in every aspect of our lives. And we even have a mantra for today, and it is, I am well. And it can go further. I am well, you are well, we are well. And that I hope those words just reverberate again and again as we practice. We will be working with kind of you'll see a pattern emerge from strength to flexibility to balance, strength, flexibility, balance. And it will always be different. No 2 classes are the same. So Doug, it's not necessarily a big old repeat. Yeah, so take a moment, hands to heart center. I'll move back a little bit. And inhale, reach up, extend, interlace fingers, press palms up, and reach. And then arms are out to the sides, and hands come behind the back. They disappear behind your back. You extend the arms, squeeze shoulder blades close together, chin down. And look up and look past your shoulder and look past the other shoulder. And then other side. And what a blessing, huh? This I am well. What an amazing blessing to be able to say that, to be able to feel I am well. So extending, stretching through your side ribs. Some of you can drop down on your elbow or maybe propped up on your hands. It's harder for me to drop down on the elbow because I'm sitting on a cushion. And breathe. I guess purple is the color of the day. Okay, let's reach up, extend, and come over. Lengthen. Deep breath in. You can look up, create length. Deep breath in. As you exhale, reach a little further through your fingertips. Good. And release. We'll have a twist. You can go left or right. It shouldn't matter. You're going to take your hand across knee, long spine. I always think first it's a quarter turn, and then continue turning, looking to the space behind you. Breath in. Exhale. And then we'll take the twist the other direction. Hand across knee. First it's a quarter turn. I take a deep breath in. Exhale, deepen the twist. Breath in. Exhale. Nice. And then releasing. So we're coming on to, we'll come to sitting first. So these are, I kind of think of these as warm-ups. There are these major movements of the spine, right? So the first movement is a forward, is always forward bending, okay? Not always forward bending. You don't have to start with that, but there's forward bending, back bending, side, twist, okay? And so we'll see those from the seated position. We'll see it from, different positions. So reach up, deep breath in, and then come forward. So if you need to, you've got a strap, a towel, an old necktie. You never know. You can be very creative here. So some like to really work with the back straightened, and some can reach forward, but I don't really want my feet to roll out. I want my kneecaps pointing up, toes pointing up, lengthen out. Maybe you're reaching for your toes and elbows. If you're very limber, elbows come down. But from time to time, I want to extend my back. I know it will round, so I want to extend my back, draw the belly in, exhale, lower, breathing in. Exhale, feeling the deep stretch to your legs, forward folding. And then from here, we're going to reach the arms up, extend, and as an arch, we come to tabletop, which is actually quite safe on the back, but if it doesn't work with your wrist and your shoulders, come to bridge on your back, okay? But if you can, you bend the knees, press feet into the mat, come up. So we want a nice table. So we're gonna really make a tabletop, press your pelvis up. If this bothers the neck, chin to chest, where you look up at the ceiling. Some of you can tilt back and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Nice. And then release, come out and stretching the legs and then just making nice circles. So let's do that one more time. Come forward, inhale, come forward, lengthen out the spine, and like maybe 2-3 rounds of breath here, not too long, but you might feel like, oh, okay, I went a little deeper. Breath in. Exhale, stretch into your low back, stretch into the entire spine, stretch into your neck. These are all parts of your spine. Breath in. Exhale. Come up, extend. So you, of course, you can repeat tabletop or come to reverse plank. So when I do that, I prepare my legs. My feet are together, my toes are pointed. I roll the shoulders back. My elbows have a slight bend. Bend your knees to make it easier if you need to. Reach up, extend, and press your feet into the mat. Lift your pelvis, breath in. Exhale, and lower. And then once you lower, rolling out the wrists, and a twist. So you'll bend one knee, turn towards the bent knee. So you can wrap, or you can take your elbow across. Wrapping is very nice. We have the other twists later. We'll go into deeper twists later. So you're really taking your shoulder back and looking to the space behind you. Breath in. Exhale. Again, breath in. Exhale. We'll take the twist the other direction. So you bend the other leg, coming across, you bring it across, and both sitting bones are down. Reach the arm up. So you're going opposite knee. You're moving in the direction of the knee. And you could wrap, you could hug the knee or bring your elbow across. See what works for you. Twist, move from your navel, move from your ribs, move from your torso. And really the neck is the last part to move into the twist. Breath in. Exhale. And breath in. And exhale. And we'll release, we'll save our side bending ones for standing. So here we come onto our backs, and you could, it's just nice to do this, to be really nice to your back and warm up your spine, pulling knees into chest, stretching your lower back. So when we take legs up in the air, some of you will need a strap. If you can reach your feet, great. And, some are able to reach, but many might find, So, it is like a forward fold. You might think, is this a forward bend? Well, it's doing very similar things. It's stretching the lower back. I mean, hamstrings is the obvious, but your low back stretches. And just take a moment here, breathing in, exhale, and breath in, exhale, and then we'll release. And of course, the bridge pose is the perfect back bend on your back, and it's very good for most backs. So you press up, and as you press, you're engaging your hamstrings, your glutes, your back, your entire back really, and you're going to clasp your hands, tuck your shoulders underneath you, and press your pelvis up. So it's also a nice hip flexor stretch. So look up at the ceiling, don't look at the screen at this point. Breathing in. Exhale, use your legs evenly. We tend to be right leg dominant or left leg dominant, and see right now you're both leg dominant. Breath in. Exhale. and then release. And as you come out, we have the best counter pose, which is happy baby. Grab hold of your feet, have your knees wide, breathe in, exhale. You can grab a hold of your feet. If you can go there, you extend. Some have a strap and then bring it across the feet. Breathe in. Exhale. So stretch to the legs as well as the inner thighs. And then we bring the legs together and lower. Okay. So we're coming up and we're coming right onto the hands and knees. You might want a little extra knee padding here. Okay. So it is like the perfect day to do yoga. If you're in Seattle, I know most of you are, but I know some are not, like Bill, you're in California. And I don't know if you have this rainy day, but yeah, it looks like maybe the sky might poke out later. So there you are, reaching, head dropping down, breath in, exhale, child's pose, and then you'll round into your back. And you'll come forward. So if arches don't work so well for you, it's kind of like you could be going towards plow. Sorry, not plow, to plank, another P word, or arching and looking up, okay? And press back. Let's do that twice more. Child's pose, head down, round as you come forward on an inhalation. Take as many rounds of breath as you like. As you reach up, and then again, exhale back, round, come forward, arch, and this time we'll go to downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, you may want to walk your feet in slightly. You're going to pedal, bend one knee, press opposite heel down, back and forth, back and forth. Straighten both legs. Push hands into the mat so you get like this rebounding action back into your pelvis. And then from here, we're going to walk to the front of the mat. So once you walk forward, have your feet together, bend your knees, let yourself hang, relax your shoulders, relax your upper body, breath in, exhale. And then we'll soften the knees, come on up. I'll adjust the camera in a moment. Reach the arms up, extend, palms touching, and hands to heart center. Okay. So what I would like, I could see when we start, I can kind of see your space. I'm like checking out your yoga space, checking out your home already. So, what I would like is just for a moment, if you can come to a wall, and I could show you what we're doing so that if you can't see the screen and you're at the wall. So, you know, I've got the bookshelf here. So if I go to the wall, I can't carry the camera along with me. So you have one arm extension, and maybe you find there's something else, something you can lean into. Outside leg comes up and over. And let's just say if you're like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do this. That's the other option, okay? So you're extending, arm, one full arm length from the wall, for me from the bookshelf, outside leg crossed over, outside arm comes up, and side bend. So it might be that you go partially over, but we can always bend the knee, bend the elbow, draw the top arm up, and reach for the wall. And then once you're there, maybe you can straighten, okay? But I don't want to come down. I want to keep open. So in a sense, there is a rotation coming on. It's okay if your top arm doesn't touch the wall. It's kind of nice. So if you have to bend the lower arm, that works as well. Okay, breath in. The leg that crossed in front of the other is really pressing down. Lengthen, come out. We're going to come back to that side in a moment. Let's do the other side. You turn one arm length from the wall. Outside leg crosses over, goes towards the wall, outside arm up and over. And again, you might say, yeah, that's about it. But if you bend the inside arm, the outside arm can also touch the wall. Some of you can straighten when you're there, but maybe not. I like that you can touch something. So in a sense, I think of this as a closed circuit. And you, wherever you have contact, be it your feet and your hands in this pose, you can push. You can push and get rebounding action and get a deeper stretch. Release and come out. First side, I think you might need a block. Let's say you're like, I don't have a block. Some of you have blocks. Maybe you need 2 blocks. I don't know. So I'm going to show with 1 block, but you'll know if you have 2 blocks, go ahead and use them. So 1 arm length again, outside leg crosses in front of the other. Why the block? You might need it when you come forward later, okay? So, and it will be an IT band stretch, iliotibial band, which is really nice. There aren't many effective, for me, there aren't many effective. There are lots of stretches for IT band, but really effective, this is the one that we'll be doing. So now, right now, side bending. So you're stretching. Now, is it just your shoulder? Can you extend the stretch down into your hip? Can you extend the stretch, you know, wherever, like I would like this stretch to be more global throughout your body or felt in more places throughout your body. Breath in, you'll invite the breath into the areas that stretch. Nice. Release. Now, there's that block. You could bend your knees if you have to, okay? So you're gonna come forward. And that's why I thought the block might be your best friend here. Or maybe you're like, no, I can go there. And if you don't have one, just bend your knees if you can't go there, okay? Now, you're going to walk away from the wall. I'm walking away from the bookshelf. The block might come in handy because, you know, it might be that it's of deep reach for you, or maybe you can reach the floor, okay? So your pelvis will shift. That's fine. My pelvis shifted towards the bookshelf. Let your head hang. Breath in. I hope you feel the IT band stretch. If you don't, we'll have to check your pulse. That's what I like to say. Breath in. Exhale. And release. Bring your hands onto your back. Come up. Clasp the hands. Ooh, breathe. And then we'll do other side. Okay. So I'm going to do a pretend wall on this. I'll do the real thing. I'll do it. And then I'll turn around. So outside leg crosses over. 1 arm is outstretched. And you're just reaching. Oh, I should have said, yeah, just make sure the block is where you need it. Okay. And go into your side bend, breathe in. And remember, we're trying to spread the sensation of stretch. Can we feel, this is a repeat. Can this move into other areas of my body? Breath in, exhale. Okay, then you release. I didn't want to have to come into my forward bend, not facing you. And then maybe you have your block right there, okay? And you're going to come down. So once you come down, see what is possible. You might have to bend your knees if you don't have a block and if you need one. Or maybe, like I have my legs straightened, I'm reaching down. Release the back of your neck and then start to walk away in the opposite direction. So really the rule is you're walking away from the leg that comes over. So in my case now I'm going towards the bookshelf before I went away. Yeah, breathe in. So it's the leg that's behind the other that gets the IT band stretch. And you always want to walk away. So this is my left leg behind the other. I'm walking to the right. And then release, come back to center. You can soften your knees as you come up. Good. Reach the arms up, release the legs, and hands are to heart. The sun is out. Woo! Okay. So it makes such a difference. Okay. So it makes a difference in how one feels. So do you have a wall to be against? Okay. So you could reach for the wall. What am I reaching for? You're reaching for the wall. The closer you are to the wall, the easier this will be on your back, the less of a back bend. You're going to take your hands to heart. Maybe you're really happy with that. We're going to repeat. Or maybe you're like, oh no, I want to move away. The further away you are, the more intense your arch. Okay, so you're going to reach up and reach back. So we've had forward bend, arching. We had twists. We've had, all the movements, the side bends. So some of you can go further. Breathe in, exhale, and then hands to heart center. So all the movements are right there. Okay. Coming to your mat, we're going to come to the first of these trios that I was talking about, where we move from strength to stretch to balance. And it's a really nice pattern that emerges. So we'll start out with warrior one. So one foot steps back. As your foot steps back, bend into your knee. You decide back heel up or down. More traditional heel is down. So see what works for you. I'm going to keep my heel up. And extend the arms. Breathe in. Exhale. Bend the knee a little more. Breath in. Exhale. Look up. Strength. Feel your strength. Feel your strong legs. I am well. You are well. We are well. Our beautiful mantra. Dedicated, the class dedicated to wellness. So we're coming down and the hand comes down. Now it's a twist. So I'm going to move towards my bent knee. And as you twist, the back leg is active. If you want to modify, bring your knee down. Breath in. Exhale. You want to modify, you could have a block under your hand that is holding the mat. Yeah. Breath. Yeah. One more. Exhale. Now we're going to come up, come to center, and the same leg that's been supporting you. See, that was my right leg forward. That's still going to be your standing leg as you come to tree. So this has been this consistent working of the leg. And tree, you can hang on to something or press. Hands are to heart. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. That's more classical, palms together, but I think we tend to really relate the widespread arms to branches of a tree. You can reach. Breath in. Exhale. Hands are to heart. Stand for a moment in mountain. Feet are together. Breath in. Exhale. Taking the arms up, and we have a different second side. So the other leg comes up and back, and you have warrior one. Will you have your heel up? Will you have your heel down? So whatever it takes for you to really work with squared pelvis, reach up and breathe. Yeah, so the heel for me is definitely up. I actually did gardening yesterday. I've been missing my garden that I used to have at Ocean Shores. We don't have Ocean Shores anymore. So I'm gardening in a friend's garden. I'm just going there and gardening, meaning planting vegetables. So my body is feeling warrior one. Oh yeah, breath in. Exhale. Let's add a twist. Those of you who have done any gardening know what I'm talking about. You're dropping down and you're going to turn towards your forward leg, extend and breathe. Yes, I'm gardening. Like she's in the front yard, I'm in the back. We have our masks on. Good. There you go. And so the twist becomes this wonderful, flexible pose, right? Wonderfully flexible, rendering the spine flexible. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Step forward. Come to your forward fold. And then soften the knees. Come up. Reach the arms up. We have our second side of tree. So the leg that has been supporting you, the leg that was forward, is going to still be the working leg. So it's going to support you. Meanwhile, the other leg comes up, Come up where you can. Hands are to heart. Reaching, reaching, and breathe. So this is the first trio. There are quite a few of them. Plant, really send your taproot deep into the earth. That will give you stability during those stormy days ahead. And there, you could be all soft. Your leaves easily move to the wind. Breath in. Exhale. Feel your strength, your flexibility, your balance, and see how these aspects spill over into every aspect of our lives. And hands to heart center and release. Good. So we're coming now to, I have them all written out, we come to Virabhadrasana 2. So strength, yes, strength. And if you feel like, oh, I need to just go a little easier, you don't have to go so wide. This is a beautiful warrior 2. And some of you are like, oh, I'm going for it, going for the gold here. So you're trying to get a 90-degree bend. You're going to do what your body says. Yeah, go for it. And you'll see your back hand is as high as your shoulder and your gaze is past the leading arm. And breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Breath in. Exhale. And it's strength of body, mind, spirit. We're going to come out and we go to stretch. So now my feet are squared. We're coming to a forward fold. As you come to a forward fold, you can push your thighs back, push back so your head moves forward. Your hands come down. Maybe this is where you need a block, or you go further. You could take your legs a little wider and your hands can move forward. Lower your head and breathe. Sits bones going back, head reaching forward. Deep breath in. Exhale. I'm going to walk the hands closer in, lengthen. You may want to bring your feet a little closer in here already, and then bring your hands to your low back. Come up, bring your feet all the way together, okay? And we are going to, let's see, so I started out warrior. Okay, so because I want the working leg is going to be the standing leg as you come to eagle. So you're wrapping. So my knees want to go this way. I'm going to try to get my knees to point forward. And whichever leg's on top, the other arm on top. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Everything is wound tightly here. The standing leg knee is definitely bent. Think of the trunk of wisteria. You know, when the wisteria gets very old and the trunks are like all intertwined. It's a vine that intertwines, or the ficus tree, very intertwined. And then release and bring your hands up into the air. Hands are to heart. You have that nice silent moment. Breath in. Exhale. And go wide. Virabhadrasana 2. So strength, flexibility, balance. It's yours. It's mine. It's ours. Okay. And there you go. And extend. So see what works for you. How will you challenge yourself here? Is your little toe connected? Your back little toe, is it up, or can it be connected to your mat? And look past your leading arm, breathing in. Exhale. Connect to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come up. Feet are squared. So your choice, you could do what you did before, your hands walking forward in your forward bend, or you could reach for your big toes. You never know. So of course, knees can bend if you need to. So your hands sliding down if you want to try something different, right? Maybe you're like, ooh, got to stop the shin bones, or maybe you're like, oh, I can reach my ankle. Or you can wrap your index finger, middle finger around the big toes and lower your head. Eyes are open. Send your sitting bones up, elongate your spine, and breathe. I'm going to lengthen the spine. Walk your feet in a little more already, and then hands onto the low back, come up. Walk the feet in, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. It's also massage to your foot. And remember, the leading leg, the leg that was supporting you, is now the support leg. So it's not getting a rest. It's gonna work. Well, it did, because you strengthened, you stretched. Now it's another strengthen, right? In a sense, these balance poses you're going to find have elements. They have elements of strength and flexibility. So we're going to come up and over. I think that's why the balance poses can be so challenging at times, because they require strength and flexibility. You have to be strong to hold this with your standing leg. You have to be flexible to swing, to wrap the one arm, the one leg and the arm over the other. And breath in, exhale. Breath in, exhale. Unwind. Hands down, hands to heart center, and breathe. Exhale. Okay, so we have chair, Utkatasana. So from chair, and chair, this is an easier, I don't know, it's a shorter one because there's not a side one and a side two. So we come down, we've got Utkatasana, coming down, let your heels drop, and drop your pelvis, reach your arms up. Utkatasana, strong, breath in. Maybe you can go further, like you're really dropping down. Inhale, exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Press up, extend, look up, reach back, and you have a forward fold. So the legs are together. Of course, you can bend your knees. You can use a block. If you can reach, wrap index finger, middle finger around your big toes. And like I said, you can always soften knees or straighten, just don't lock out, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. From time to time, stretch out your spine. Take the rounding out and then lower your head. So you went from strength, chair pose, to a full forward bend, stretch, and now we come up. And as we come up, you may need a strap for this. Where's my strap? It's a balance, and the leg goes out to, actually, let's do this one. We'll do leg forward and then out to the side. So you may need a wall. We're going to do both sides. So you can do left, right. It shouldn't matter because what you just did was very even. So if you're using a wall and using your strap or not, you're forward first, and then you go out to the side. So hanging on or not, and reaching. Hand could be on pelvis. Hand could be up overhead. Arms could be out to the sides, and breathe. Come back to center, soften the knee, lower. Take a moment in mountain, breath in. Exhale, using your strap. These can be tough. Using a wall is fine. And some of you are like, oh, got it. Okay, so kick the leg forward, breath in. Exhale. And then gradually take your leg out to the side, hanging onto your wall or hand to pelvis, arm out to the side. There's also this variation. There's so many. Breath in. Engage your core. And then come back to center. Good. So you can see the strength, the flexibility needed. Hands to heart center. Breath in. Exhale. And from here, reach up, extend, arch back, and come to a forward fold. Now we're going to come back, and you're stepping back to plank position, plank. So from plank, oh, Wally will love this. Okay, so it's just as good as like boat. So feet are wide. We're going to ask you to have feet wide. You're going to take, oh, and if this is too hard, bring your knees down. Okay, that's a way to modify. Legs, feet are wide. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder. Hand down, left hand, right shoulder. And try that again. So I noticed, I lifted. So I want to be in plank. Come over. And the other side, hand to shoulder. Woo. And lower Chaturanga Dandasana. And of course you have a stretch, okay? So that was all strength in case you were wondering. And elbows are down, feet pressing down, and you're looking ahead of you, feet pressing, breathe in. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Let's stretch back into child's pose. You might say, oh, I love upward facing dog. Go there too. And come back to child's pose. Let your head drop down. So we're coming to side plank. And this side plank, a little different, right? So I'm looking at balance. If you want to come into a full-on side plank, you may, or you could follow along with the one I'm thinking of. So because when I'm here, it's like a modification, right? But when I lift my leg, there is some balance involved. And some of you can also reach for your back foot, kick your leg back, and then you finally get a deeper arch, right? And you might be able to look up and breathe. There's a quad stretch, there's an arch, there's balance. Breathe in, and then lower, and come to cat-cow. Round into your back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more inhale. And we have second side. So you could, when you go to the other side, like when you turn, so your hand doesn't have to be under shoulder. It can go a little further back, okay? And you're turning, extending, and taking the leg up. I'm running into space problems. So there I go, extending. Maybe you take the arm up, okay? But I think this is plenty right here. You have to extend. It's another stabilizer. But then if you reach, you're going to kick, arch, look up, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Release. If your wrists are tired, you can make fists, round into your back, and inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Let's come to downward facing dog. Stretch on back. You got this. I am well. We are well. Wellness. Embrace wellness. Come forward. Be in your forward fold. So wellness is really like this dedication to wellness. And wellness is, kind of it's a part of every aspect of our lives. How we eat, sleep, work, play, study, learn, take in, give, doing your yoga, your meditation, your meditative arts, and your activities. Yeah, so here we go. We have another. And this one, again, if you have a block, grab hold of it. And if not, it can be done without. The block more or less gives me something to focus with. So it's the one that it is yoga, and I saw RBG doing it on her RBG Ruth Bader Ginsburg workout. And so here we go. The foot is up. Try to challenge yourself so your foot never touches down. So you'll come down. You're going to bend your standing leg. Come down, stability, strength, right? And then you might say, maybe you can bring your hands to your heart. Reach the block. Come upright. My foot tap down. And then reach the block up and your knee comes up. Engage your core. 3 of them. Come down. Your block will come down. This time you're going to straighten your leg back. It looks like warrior 3. You can bring your hands out to a T position. Reach for the block. Swing your leg forward. Reach the arm up. Maybe you can straighten your leg. And the last one. Come down. Oh, this is good for the glutes too. Strengthening. And then it's up to you. Will you bring your arms forward alongside ears? Reach for the block, come up, you've got this one, and kick your leg forward. Whew, I hope we're still friends. Okay, I know that's kind of intense. Well, we will be because we have a counter pose. So you could always modify your squat. You could sit on a block or just come to a squat. Yeah, full on squat. And lengthen your spine. Breath in. Exhale. We'll get the other side. We're going to just do it so you don't have to like anticipate. We're just going to do it. Okay, usually I do side one and do the whole length thing, but yeah, let's just do that. So you have the other leg, okay? Other leg is up. My goal is, and to be honest with you, my foot touched down once. Yep, it did. All right, so here we go. Exhale, come down, bend your knee, come down. You can keep your knee bent, hands are to heart. Hold the block, come up. Yeah, I did it again. And come up, extend. Hands to heart. Come down again. This time you're going to straighten the leg, extend. Hands to heart or arms out to a T like an airplane wing. Hands holding this block, come on up and engage your core. Extend, kick your leg, yeah. Last one, come down. We got this one. Extend, reach your arms forward. Hands to the block, reach up. And extend your leg. Yep. We did it. Okay. And then we get a squat. That's the, we get to squat. It's the little treat. It's dessert. There you are. Maybe you're like, this is it for me. You use your block or you come down, lengthen, breath in. Exhale. Use your hands, press, come on up. And we have triangle to half moon. So triangle is the stretch, half moon, the balance. So you know you got the strength in the legs. I know you did. If you did that, any form of it, any expression of those poses, we got it. So we're going into triangle. You can modify. You can reach up, and we're not trying to move forward. It's like, yeah, you know, there's this image, it's like you have a wall in front of you, one behind you, and you're fitting into that wall and breathing. Deep breath in, exhale. I do like the idea of, you know, practicing this against the wall. So you really feel, in which case you would feel your, you know, you would be very close to the wall, have connection to the wall. Now we're going to come up, half moon, use a block if you like. Personally, I don't like the blocks because they don't feel stable for me. So, but if the block helps you with your hamstring, then that's where you go. So when I'm here, my hands I cup my finger. It's like an inverted teacup. And I extend and reach. Leg up in the air is powerful. You could bend your standing leg or straighten it. Breath in. Palm is, if you're facing the screen, your palm is facing the screen. We have a counter pose. You're going to come out. The counter pose is heels in, toes out. It's a wide squat. Breath in. Exhale. Maybe you can reach your ankles. Push heels into the mat. Hands are to heart. Step to mountain for a moment. Breath in. Exhale. And we have triangle side two. If you use your block, carry it over, okay? It doesn't mean, like, just because it doesn't work for some, it does work for others, right? So here I am, extending, breath in, shift the pelvis. Notice if you shifted forward, shift your pelvis, come into your triangle. Where will you gaze? Your lower hand is free, it's free, it's light. You want to lean. Nice breath in. And come up. We have half moon. You're going to start to bend your knee. Again, use your block if you like. And your hand is like an inverted teacup, fingertips gripping your mat. And from there, that gives you some stability. And then you flex the ankle of the leg up in the air and breathe. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Start to bend your knee as you come out. Reach. I'm trying to come out slowly. I don't want to just fall out. I want to come out with control. Heels turned in, toes turned out, and you drop down. And again, you have strength, flexibility, balance. Breathe in. Exhale. So I hope this sequence, it's not easy. It's not easy, you know, I mean, and yet we did it. And I hope this, you know, sequence it feels intelligent, like, okay, my body understands this. It's the language of the body. Like, if I can access my strength, if I can access my flexibility, that can spill over into balance. And all these aspects can spill over into every part of my life. So here I am, standing in mountain, feeling a calm mind. Breath in. Exhale. Coming to sitting. And once you come to sitting, take a moment to stretch. Okay, so I would like to come to an outer hip stretch. And I'm going to give you like some options how to work. There are a lot of options, right? There's pigeon. Some of you are like going right into pigeon right away. There is this one where I cross over. I cross over and my ankle, that's my right leg crossed over the other. My ankle is flexed. I'm trying to push forward. I could thread the needle. I could even come to a twist. So it's kind of an outer hip as well. We'll all do a twist together at some point. Also, this is another hip stretch coming forward. So I'm going to work on this one. And you can always have your head resting on a block wherever you're at. It takes a little more time to get into pigeon because, you know, so, you know, wherever you're at, let's just say 3 more rounds of breath. We're going to come up. And again, if you're just like, wait, I just got in it, that's not 3. You can stay a little longer. Or you're ready to come into the other side. So whatever counter pose you need, and then reverse. So some of you are doing what I'm doing. And so you come over and the sitting bones are grounded, and there's blue sky out there. There's blue, oh, wow. It's nice. That big transformation that happened in this last hour. That's amazing. So come into the pose that speaks for you. You've been there already. I know you've been there for a little while. And take 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. When you feel that you've done both sides, we're going to, even amounts of time. You come in onto your back, and let's go ahead and pull knees into chest. A really nice, relaxing way to end here is your hands are on your knees, and you push the knees out away from each other, and then you circle in. Pull in, there's circles. The knees separate, the knees come together. The knees come together. Yeah, just kind of continuing. And next time the knees are together, reverse. And then from here, we're going to extend the legs one by one and come to Shavasana. I was going to do another twist, but I think we've done plenty. And if you feel like, oh no, I need that one twist, you go for it. Your legs could be kind of wide here. Palms are facing up. Take a moment to let your shoulders feel grounded. Feel your entire spine resting. And remembering your mantra, I am well. And with this mantra, feeling yourself letting go completely. You completely let go. I want you to experience peace. Experience that sense of peace within you, around you. Coming to this moment and embracing wellness, embracing wellness. Not altering your breath in any way. Connect to your breathing. Feel the inhalation, feel the exhalation of your breath. Know and feel your strength on all realms, body, mind, spirit. Feel your flexibility, again, flexibility on all realms, flexibility of mind, body, spirit. And feel your balance, balance of body, mind, and spirit. for a moment, I would like you, since we do move into sensory mind in our yoga practice, I would like you to call to mind a color, whatever color that comes to mind. And Doug, I saw your color. Maybe it's a different color. We did this in an earlier session today. Whatever color comes to mind. And, you know, for some, it's like a rainbow. It's a rainbow of colors. It's several colors. And for others, it's like this really strong color it comes out. You don't have to analyze it. It just is what it is. See what color comes to mind. And imagine that color is all around you, that color is inside of you. And the color has a way of bolstering you. Also, at this moment, I will ask you to call to mind a scent, a smell. And again, you know, I think it's spring. I mean, there's so many beautiful smells, right? So it could be a rose, a peony. It could be a pine tree, grass, a forest, whatever you would like to, whatever smell comes to mind. And I know for some, it's oftentimes like a childhood, something that reminds you of your childhood will come to mind. And whatever it is, let it be, call to mind, smell that amazing aroma, and let this aroma surround you. Let it be a healing aroma. And then from here, I'm going to have you begin to deepen your breathing. Deepen the breathing and begin to move your hands, move your feet, begin to roll to one side. And as you're here, I'm going to add, turn yourself on your gallery